Alrighty, folks, welcome on back to Valkyria Chronicles 4. Last time we met the Winter Witch, and so today we are hopefully going to find out more about her. And this person that looks like Kai.
Primaria, get a hold of yourself! Our objective is to capture the ship. If you keep attacking it...
Something's wrong with her. It's just like they said. No, she's even more defective than they thought.
You two! Why did you unleash Primaria? Damn it! There's no time.
We have no time to waste. The enemy ship is moving.
Okay, so she's still all kinds of pissed off. Wow.
Wow, so it can move. Much tougher than we thought.
They will not escape. They will see. They will see why I was chosen.
Don't do it. Stop this!
Which ship is that?
No, stop. Please.
Is that the one we were going to rescue?
Please, no.
I was chosen. I was chosen!
Well, there was Silvaria.
Yes. They'll see. They'll see!
That's a lot of ice. Uh-oh. That's not good.
That's the Centurion. Stop. Stop it!
I won't let anyone stop me. I have to prove it.
I think it's time for a break, honey.
Do not interfere!
Easy, easy. Don't get all touchy now. Whoa, hey. You're okay. That really did a number on you, huh?
You forget your place.
Hey, no one told you to sink the damn thing. Can't you control your own power? You ruin our plans, then whine about how you didn't want to? Honestly, you are useless. Oh, now you've got an attitude too, huh? Learn your place.
Would you two shut up for 1 minute?
No, probably not.
God, what kind of loony bin did I get myself into?
Good question, Vaults. I'm not sure.
Did that hit our main guns? Was a hell of an impact. Damage report, now!
That one knocked our main engine offline.
The impact broke the ice beneath the ship! We're going to sink! Abandon ship! I will not let this ship sink! Switch over to backup power, now!
The crew is panicking. Captain, what are your orders?
Loof, what is the enemy doing?
They've deployed a tank squad, and the witch is... she's gone.
The Valkyria's retreated, eh? Then I have a plan. Brian, belay the switch over to backup power.
Captain? Without power, the ship's going to the bottom of the Crystal Sea.
I gave you an order. Cut the backup generator.
Aw, thank you. That alarm was getting annoying. What are you up to, Captain?
What?
The Centurion is sinking.
Wait, are you serious? This can't be happening. Just one hit and she's going down?
Kai, what have you done?
I knew it.
Wait, hold on. We can't let this happen. Come on, Claude. We gotta go save them.
We can't. I'll end up just like them.
Claude!
Damn it, you want us to watch them die? Claude!
This is an order. All units stand by.
Well, now that everybody's officially pissed, let's go figure out what's up with Chromaria.
I'm sorry.
She packs a hell of a punch. Turned that steel battleship into scrap metal. The other two scurried off to clean up the survivors.
They want to make up for failing their mission. Let them do as they will. Or would you like to go as well?
Nah, I'm gonna go think for a bit.
About what? The excuse you'll be giving to Belgar?
Huh, I figured you were all mopey, but you still got some sass in you. No, something's bugging me. I think I might head back for now.
Then take Chromaria with you. It may be some time before she wakes up.
I get to escort the princess herself. I'm honored. Leave it to me. She looks so peaceful when she's sleeping. You'd never guess she just destroyed a battleship with her bare hands. Whoa there! And here's the knight in shining armor. You worried about the princess? Don't worry. It's no pumpkin carriage, but this baby can get her back to the ship safe and sound. Ah, well. Get comfy, boy. Suppose I can take you along for the ride.
Okay. So Valtz is going back. This is a very long chapter, by the way.
Chapter 10, Under the Ice.
Never mind. Kai has awoken a new potential guilty heart. Obtained a decal for the Half and Winter Witch. Personnel's updated. Glossary's updated. News articles up. Jeez. It's always at the end of a chapter that all of that gets updated. We shouldn't technically be able to do this. Alright, I wonder if it's per chapter that you get something.
Guess I'm alone. Well,
Maybe not. Alright, what's the new potential for Kai?
the fresh.
And what's the decal give us? So let's see here. Oops, no, not equipment. Yeah, no, equipment. There we go. Guilty Heart. Her defense decreases when no allies are around. Okay. And the decal. Winter Witch is negative resistance, extra accuracy, and extra versus personnel. Why? I mean, the extra versus personnel is nice, but 5 is not all that much. Okay, let's find out what she's up to. Back to book mode. And a witch's lament. Okay. What is she lamenting?
Good boy. You're so good. But me? I'm no good at all.
All right. That's one way to do it.
The comet was destroyed after Crimeria lost control. The Centurion moved to their aid, but that vessel also caught fire and sank. Investigations are underway, but we're searching in a blizzard. We may not be able to recover the wreckage. I regret to inform you that, at present, both ships are unrecoverable. The mission was a failure.
I suppose I couldn't have expected the Federation's finest technology to simply fall into my lap.
I can't apologize enough, Doctor.
Oh, no need for dramatics. One ship still remains. And I presume you're not so incompetent as to make the same mistake twice?
No, sir.
And Crimeria?
Exhausted. Most likely from the sheer expenditure of energy. She's sleeping in her room. It might be some time before she recovers.
The strongest and weakest of the Valkyria, eh? They called her defective, you know. Wanted to lock her up. Even though she's inherited such purity. Purer Valkyria blood than any other candidate. But bureaucrats are always so blind to true potential.
I was certainly shocked myself. I wouldn't have believed she harbored such destructive power if I hadn't seen it.
Descendants of the Valkyria exhibit a reaction to Ragnite that unleashes a raw, explosive force. That azure glow only appears when the Ragnite's full power is being utilized. Like weaponized moonlight. No man-made weapon could ever compare. They truly are miracles of war. She may exhibit some difficult behavior now, but her performance will improve with appropriate calibration.
How do you calibrate somebody?
It is a technician's job to ensure a tool works properly.
She's still ultimately a living being. We can't expect a fully controlled...
The more you have to fiddle with a machine, the more attached you tend to get. Though even that has its limits. Nicola and Kiara, those two chose poorly. Perhaps a bit of recalibration will set them straight. I'll be counting on you to handle the rest. Oh, and give my regards to Waltz.
Yes, Doctor.
My sentiments exactly. All right.
Hey there, pretty boy. I appreciate you handling that report. A little birdie told me you used to be with the Edinburgh Army. I can sort of hear it in your voice, too. But you're not actually from Edinburgh, are you? I'm gonna say... Gallian? Yep, figured. You Gallians are pretty ballsy. So I gotta wonder why a guy like you would defect. I heard you even sent a spy over to their side. And a femme fatale at that. Am I right? To think, a gloomy guy like you seducing the enemy's women. I didn't know you had it in you.
That's not it.
Oh, come on. Don't be shy. We're both red-blooded men here.
She's my sister.
Uh-huh.
My sister was aboard the Centurion.
What? My God, man! Why didn't you say something sooner? How are you this calm? If your sister was on that ship, she's dead. Oh, I get it. I had a feeling.
Yes. I believe the Centurion has not sunk.
My gut told me that too. They're tougher than they look. So did your spy, well, your sister, tell you that?
No, I haven't contacted her. But I am still receiving a signal from her transceiver. She wouldn't take it into battle, so it must be in her room. And if that's working, it means the ship hasn't flooded. The hull may not even be ruptured.
So you still don't know if she's safe? God, man. Well, I'm praying for you.
Spy or not, she's an enemy soldier. You may have been shooting at her on that battlefield. I don't see why you would pray.
Well, you know. You and me, we're buddies now.
I'm not your buddy.
Too bad. We're fighting for each other's lives. Like it or not, I'm the only friend you've got. But hey, if the Centurion hasn't sunk...
I know. Plans are already in motion.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure that Kai's defected. However, I'm entirely sure that Kai's defected. Only time will tell what the story gives us.
Riley, you have to keep moving or you'll freeze.
I don't care. What happened to the Centurion? Where is everyone?
Quiet! I can hear something on the radio. Damn it! This blizzard is making it worse.
The ship sank, okay? We all saw the witch destroy it. And you're upset about the radio?
The sun's going down. We have to find somewhere to wait out the storm or else.
No, we have to go help. They're waiting for us to save them.
We can't, or the Empire will find us.
Claude, what do we do? Shh.
Squad E, read me. This is Centurion. We've not sunk yet.
They haven't sunk?
What does that mean?
I get it. This was their plan all along. They made it look like they sank and hid the ship inside a gap in the ice field.
What?
Squad E reads you, Centurion. We're moving to rendezvous now. Let's go, everyone.
Interesting.
At the bottom of a deep crevasse in the Crystal Sea. Words can't describe the shock and joy we felt. The Centurion buried in ice, but intact. It turns out, the Winter Witch's attack had not been fatal after all. Merely grazing the deck. To avoid further damage, the captain had ordered the crew to make it look like the ship had been sunk. So they brought the ship down, into the depths of a nearby crevasse. The captain's resourceful thinking saved the Centurion. Unfortunately, the witch's attack has disabled the engine. Until it's back up and running, we're stuck in the chasm. All we can do is sit here and freeze. We made it back to the Centurion safe and sound, but it looks like there's only more despair ahead.
Yeah, it would be pretty cold. It would be pretty cold. That's a lot of wood.
Hey, found some! Got some old wooden boxes in the pantry.
That's great, Raz. Hurry and bring them over before the fire goes out.
Hold on. Let me just break these bad boys down.
Wow. Are those icicles on the ceiling?
Must be from our breath. Hot air goes up to the ceiling and stays there till it freezes.
I guess it's not much better in here than out there.
Might be even colder. We're in a big hunk of metal after all. Whew. Oh, this cold's getting into my bones.
At least there's no wind in here. We wouldn't last an hour out in that blizzard.
Claude, we're still looking after the wounded, but their body temperatures are dropping fast. I'm doing what I can to help them retain heat, but at this rate...
Okay, let them stay closer to the fire. Give them as many blankets as we can spare.
God, dying in battle against the Empire's one thing, but I don't want to freeze to death on a friggin' ship. Hey, Claude, you think this is still gonna count as an honorable soldier's death?
It won't have to. I'm not gonna let anyone die here.
Easy to say.
Besides, this is nothing compared to marching in the snow. We're equipped for the cold in here, and we can make fires. So look on the bright side. No more walking.
Yeah, guess you got a point. What do you think, Kai? Starting to wish you'd kick the bucket back at Siegfall, huh? Hey, Kai! Don't fall asleep here, you'll die!
Oh. I'm fine. Just... thinking.
I'm gonna head to the bridge for a bit. Keep the fire going for me. We, have some bourbon, but only a little bit. Use it to warm yourselves up if you have to.
Bourbon? Why didn't you tell us we got the good shit?
Hey, don't drink it all at once, please.
You got it. Look at him, acting all tough. You see his hand shaking when he passed me the bottle?
I don't know. It's kind of helping us stay sane in here.
Yeah, maybe.
Kai's got a lot of thinking to do. All right, Riley, what's up? What's up with the ship?
How's it looking? Any signs of life in there?
No. You've already fixed everything we could think of.
Figures. Must not be getting any energy from the main engine. Not much we can do. Can't get into the restricted area.
Come on. Would it really be that bad?
You'd get court-martialed for one. And no matter how good of an explanation you had, well...
Firing squad, huh? So we're talking serious military secrets.
Even if we did crack it open, I don't think we'd know what to do with it. Apparently, it's working on a different design than your usual Ragnite reactor. On top of that, the breakdown fried the backup engine too. Doesn't look good.
We could probably bring the backup engine online if we kickstart it with a little power, but...
Feeding Ragnite energy to the backup engine?
Yeah, Ragnite energy.
You're staring. Something I can help you with, or...?
Yeah. Yeah, we can make that work.
Huh?
The tank! We'll use the tank's engine! We should be able to use the tank's Ragnite energy to jumpstart the backup engine.
You want to use the tank's engine to move the ship? I don't know if...
We just need one little spark to get the engine running. Once we've got that, we can handle the rest ourselves. On my pride as a scientist, I swear we're going to get the Centurion out of this.
And hopefully not destroy the Hoffen, right? I keep wondering when the battle is, because we don't actually have much longer in this episode. So I'm going to do one more, and then we're going to go check out everything in headquarters.
A report just came in from the engine room. They predict they'll be able to bring the backup engine online within the hour.
They're certainly working hard. I suppose we'd better leave that to the specialists. We should think about what to expect next.
The comet was targeted deliberately. It was a strategic ambush with the intent of capturing the ship.
But that means the route of the Cygnus fleet was...
leaked to the enemy, which could mean a number of things.
Either there's a spy or our code's been broken. But the greater mysteries can wait. First, we need to decide where to go after we get out of this crevasse. Loof, bring out the map.
It's safe to assume the enemy will be surrounding our planned route. We should take a wide detour around our original path and go behind them toward the capital.
But that'll drastically increase our travel time. If we don't resupply somewhere...
We'll resupply at this lightly defended city. But if we want to get there, we'll have to break through the Imperial Sea Fortress. Captain, it's going to be dangerous.
I can't imagine a sea route that isn't. Mr. Wallace, any thoughts to share?
We might be able to reach the capital that way, it's true. But with the loss of the comet, and with this ship operating on limited power, even if we minimize casualties at the fort, we'll still be at less than half strength.
You're concerned we might fail to take the capital after those losses, then?
Yes.
Mr. Wallace, I can't tell you our chances of success. I don't imagine anyone could. All we know is that someone has to do it. Otherwise, the Empire has already won. And if not us, then who? That is the question. And we answer it by our own choices.
By our own choices?
We know the battlefield well, don't we? Our time there is fleeting, dangerous, and uncertain. But that is precisely why we must always move forward. Time and time again, we soldier onward through pain, bloodshed, sacrifice. And when we look back, we see all those who stood against us and those who stood at our side. We make our choices, and we carry on. Perhaps it's what you'd call courage, or simply determination.
My courage and my determination.
Captain, we're under attack!
The enemy? From where?
From above! They're coming down into the crevasse!
I suppose we couldn't fool them for long.
Captain, Squattie's ready to move out.
Go. Hold out until they get the power back online.
Yes, sir.
Well, of course we have one more All right, so let's watch this, and we should have the battle here really, really soon, I'm guessing.
They didn't sink. They didn't sink after all. It's almost pitiful, sitting there waiting to die. Don't you think it's beautiful, Kiara?
Capturing that monster is sure to make Lord Belgar happy. He'll be so proud of me. This time we're doing it right. Stay out of my way, Nicola.
I could say the same to you. How about a little contest? Let's see who can kill the most.
They're trapped like rats now. All we have to do is exterminate them.
Are we really, though? Seriously?
We're moving out. Hurry it up.
I can't believe they're coming after us down here.
No running this time. Gonna have to fight back.
Claude, we're under attack?
Riley, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? We're moving out.
You stay here.
Are you serious? I'm part of Squad E too.
I know that, but you're also an expert in Ragnite engineering. The best we've got, in fact.
What?
Now that the enemy knows we're stranded down here, they'll do whatever they can to destroy the ship. If we don't get her running and ready for evac before the second or third wave comes, we're done for. So I need you to do what you do best.
You mean it's on me to get the ship powered, huh?
Right.
My father put his blood, sweat, and tears into researching Ragnite compression. If I can't get her moving again, no one can. Leave it to me. I'll do my part if you promise to do yours.
Yeah, I'll hold him back.
Better not lose.
Same to you.
Please. I've never lost in my life, but you knew that.
Yeah, not then, and not now. Well, see you later.
You'd better come back alive.
Now they decide to admit it to each other, kind of. There we go. Well, that looks like a messed up battle map. That'll be fun. Anyway, let's pop over to HQ real quick. Let's do another double check of the mess hall, and then we'll read everything real quick. I also got to go through R&D, don't I? Okay, cool. Nobody here. Let's run through R&D real quick. Don't care, Miles. Sorry. In a hurry. Power boost.
All done.
Thank you. And again. Accuracy boost. Oh, yeah. Alright, what's the difference now? A little over 100 damage, which is not that bad. I'm thinking I want to try the 3-shot this time. Okay, so no more. Alright. Tank parts. Reinforced armor 5.
Wow.
Dang it. Yes, a better sight upgrade.
Whoa.
Okay. Oh, it's vertical? Oh, criminy. Okay, so you can go. You can go. The heat sink can go. You need to move over. Carbon sink, reinforced exterior, interior smoke screen, accuracy. We can put in a hardened heatsink, so that'll at least fill it out. I was going to say, unless I get anything there, which I didn't. All right. You know, I think this time we'll bring out the glory. We haven't brought it out yet. Viscous fluid. Fuel. Viscous fuel. Is that kind of like Visqueen? Oh, man. Oops. I laugh about that only because I watched an episode probably 3 or 4 years now from another YouTuber, and they were talking about Visqueen, but they didn't say it as Visqueen. They said Vithqueen. And ever since then, it has not been Visqueen for me. It's been Vithqueen. You know, I think I might call this episode Vithqueen. Vithqueen. All right. What do we have in here in terms of, well, everything? Oh, my gosh. All right. So, Dan, very caring and often gives genuinely helpful advice to soldiers that came asking for guidance. He's respected and trusted among his squaddies. Ronald. He represents much of his emotions. Oh, he represses much of his emotions, but admires those who are true to their hearts. With the loss of Squad F, however, he even gave in to grief. Or even he gave in to grief. Ronald, he was once respected and feared as the captain from Hell when he was a much stricter man. Even now, he can be harsh when the situation arises. Marie, she became known as the crew's unofficial therapist. There's a certain gentleness to her demeanor that suggests an upper-class upbringing. Luffy has a very serious personality and a strong sense of responsibility. Due to her harsh way of speaking, though, not many people dare to get too close. Brian, a calm and logical thinker, his acerbic criticism can cause him to come off as negative, but he means well. However, part of him does dislike the army. Andre, he's quick to yell if anyone screws up, but he has the skills to back up his words. Everyone trusts him and thinks of him as the crew's cranky old dad. All right, Shiara. She's aggressive and physically abuses her subordinates without hesitation. She acts obedient to Chimera, but happily joins Nicola in harassing her. Nicola, extremely sadistic and truly enjoys psychologically torturing her victims. Though tasked with overseeing Chara and Chimera, she often harasses them. Claus. After being bested by Claude in their first encounter, he grew quite attached to him, seeing him as his greatest rival in the Federation. Chimera. A Valkyrian super soldier, she suffers from a strong inferiority complex and wants to only be needed, mentally unstable, and can be very pessimistic. Forseti, a man of great conviction who believes himself to be truly just. Once focused on a goal, he loses sight of other factors, a master chess player. All right. Did we get any new weaponry? We did not. We got a couple in the glossary. The United States of Vinland, a surprising superpower west of Europa, spanning north of Vinland from sea to sea. Most USV citizens are immigrants from the Old World, and unlike many European nations, this representative democracy is led by an elected president. The USV's populace champions freedom and equality regardless of class, race, or gender. Their frontier spirit likewise makes them trailblazers in the field of scientific research and development. While Vinland did not directly involve itself in EW2, it did support its Federation allies by sharing funds and technology. Some claimed this influx of prototype tech was evident of the USV using Europa as an arms testing ground, which its president has publicly denied. All right, glacial crevasses. These massive ice shelves that blanket the Crystal Sea. The massive ice shelf that blankets the Crystal Sea is comprised of huge plates stretching for a number of kilometers. As these glacial masses press against each other, deep cracks start to form, creating crevasses. Running dozens of meters deep, mixed in with the frozen seawater, are traces of crystallized ragnite, illuminating the water's surface in a haunting azure glow. Experts theorize that the ocean floor is abundant in ragnite deposits, but there are currently no means of reaching the seabed's depths. As technology advances, it can be assumed that such rare natural forces will one day attract conflict, and with it, war. The Snow Cruiser, a battleship developed in secret by the Edinburgh Navy with help from the USV. 3 ships were built, named the Comet, the Cavalier, and the Centurion. A giant ram in the front breaks through ice, and a long hull grants passage over glacial crevasses. The deck can slide to create a bridge for deploying both infantry and tanks onto the coast or higher ground. Part tank, part boat, the power source used to provide the massive amounts of energy needed is classified information. News! Ghost ship on the ice. The Crystal Sea is a body of water to the west of the Empire, named so because it freezes over entirely during winter. This also acts as a natural Imperial defense against naval assaults, blocking advances from the west. However, some claim to have spotted a ship moving through the ice recently, sparking colorful rumors of a ghost ship. As the cold of winter sets in, the water's surface turns to a dense layer of solid ice, making it impassable for ships. Despite this, coastal citizens and freelance journalists have sent reports of this strange ship appearing on the ice. It may be a little too early to write this off as the product of folktales and overactive imaginations. Some suggest that these eyewitness accounts all correspond to certain mirages and to be common in the region. However, the possibility remains that this is evidence of a Federation comeback. We'll have more news on the Crystal Sea once we have more reliable information. Alright, Tales of the Winter Witch. According to an official Federation statement, only a small contingent has been withdrawn, and Operation Northern Cross is still in motion. It's been some time since we heard any details, but military intel indicates that the Federation forces may be in the midwestern area of the Empire. Our sources also uncovered a local legend of that region. This Imperial tale tells of a winter witch. Blizzards are common in these frigid lands, some of them devastating in scope, freezing anything or anyone left out in the cold. Those found frozen in the morning are said to look as if someone had taken their souls. In this way, a story spread of a forbidding witch who summoned these deadly snowstorms. Even hardened Imperial soldiers have been known to confess that they'd rather fight an enemy army than be caught in one of the witch's blizzards. All accounts describe these storms as nearing supernatural levels of cold and fury, and some speculate this phenomenon is connected to another legend, that of the ancient race of the Valkyria. The Times cannot comment on the accuracy of these legends, but our prayers go out to any Federation troops still in Imperial territory. We can only hope that between the cold and the enemy's soldiers, they will not have to contend with a witch besides. Yeah, about that. All right, so I am going to end today's episode off here. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Next time, I'm planning on running the Crystal Sea. I will figure out exactly how to do it in to get an A rank, which is probably just going to be close to what we did for the other one. And then we'll run the Defense of the Centurion. So, if you folks enjoyed this episode, hit that like button down below. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and checking out some of my other content. And as always, I will catch you folks in the next episode. Stay frosty out there.